What's up, everybody, and welcome to Go-Go Reviews. In Go-Go Reviews, we sit down, put down our 2 bits, watch a movie for our viewing pleasure and your listening pleasure or viewing pleasure, whatever you want to do. But we just came from the theater and saw Spider-Man: Homecoming, which you can tell in the corner. And I'm Grant McClure, and this is Austin Griffith.
Hi.
And it's his first time, so don't give him a hard time.
Be kind.
Yeah. It's all right. He'll be a natural. It'll be okay.
Yeah.
So, like I was saying, if you this is the first time you've ever watched any of our review videos, we do our overall thoughts, then we get into spoilers, and I will plainly outright tell you, spoilers, it's happening. You need to turn it off, or if you don't care and you just want to hear what we have to say about it with the spoilers, you can. Or if you've seen the movie, just that's how this works. So, before I get into it, the housekeeping is always the Go-Go Show on YouTube, or you can hit up GameOverGameOn.com for all our other videos, the podcast we do weekly. Got some skit stuff, in the works, our video game plays. It's all there. You hit videos, take us to YouTube. The podcast will take you to Podbean, I believe, or iTunes. We're also on Google Play and Stitcher if you don't use iTunes. But rate us there, subscribe to us there, like us, love us. Helps us out. Helps get the word out. It helps us speak beautiful, lovely words into your ear holes. And that's if you listen, but if you watch us, you can look at us, our ugly fucking faces for an hour, 45 minutes, sometimes 2 hours. I don't know. We don't have a time schedule. So, we're going to get into it. And I'll start. Austin, what did you think? Overall thoughts of the film.
Overall thoughts. Dang.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What the heck? There's no reason that it's that good.
No, there isn't. Like, if you watch this, you may know of Kinda Funny. If you don't know them, check them out. I'm a big fan of them. And one of the reasons why I wanted to see this movie, I never thought the trailers, I was like, it's Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man. My favorite Marvel superhero is Spider-Man. So I was like, I will go check it out. I like Spider-Man. So I wanted to see it. And wanted to see it day one, like the night, like premiere night, was not submitted till I watched a little clip on from Twitch, I think, from Kinda Funny. And in just the whole beginning, Greg Miller, the face of Kinda Funny, the lead man, the CEO, whatever he wants to go by. In the video, he's just sitting there, and he gets up from the table. He gets up and he's like, "There's no fucking reason why it's so good. It's so good, and there is no reason why." And I had that same experience to Shay. We came in. I said hello to my wife, my lovely and beautiful wife, and she's like, "So how was the movie?" I was like,
Just
hands in the air. Yeah. For those who are listening, just my hands went up in the air, and they're like, "What is it? Is it good?" I was like, "Yes, it was good." Why? I was like, "I don't know. It was just good.
Yeah,
it was so fucking good. It is single-handedly the best Marvel film. Beats any of the Avengers. Beats Civil War. Civil War was really good. It is really good.
Dang.
But it beats it. I think it beats Guardians 1, probably Guardians 2. I love both of them. It definitely beats Guardians 2. Oh, God, this Spider-Man: Homecoming is so good. You need to go see it. I cannot go see it.
Yep.
Go see it.
Absolutely.
Even if you're not a Marvel film, like Marvel Cinematic Universe fan, and you kind of like Spider-Man, if you like Sam Raimi Spider-Mans or Andrew Garfield's playing Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man, whatever. If you like Spider-Man just a little bit, you will love this movie.
Definitely.
It is so good. Oh my God, it's so good. And I mean, that's my overall opinion of it. I mean,
there's not much else to say. It's fantastic. I'm usually a music buff when it comes to movies, but it was just Blitzkrieg Bop. That's like the only. I don't think that's a spoiler. Hopefully it's not.
No.
But it's mainly just, I don't know, mood music. It's a lot of symphony stuff, and I dug it. It was really good.
Yeah, and even Austin and I, we talked after the film a little bit and a little bit during the movie, which I know some people are like that's a faux pas. You don't do that.
Everybody was doing it.
Yeah, God, it's so good. Oh my God. From the moment it started with the theme song of Spider-Man, I'm not. These are all going to be vague. I will tell you when we get into spoilers. I'll tell you plain outright that we're going to get into spoilers. But it starts with just a symphony like version of the Spider-Man theme. The dun, 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 dun. I was just like, this is really cool. This is different.
Yeah.
I don't know the person who directed it. I didn't see it off the top of my like I saw it but I didn't put it in my head to keep the name. But I don't know who directed it. I don't know what other movies the person has directed before, but it's so good.
Dang.
I mean, Tom Holland did the perfect Peter Parker.
Oh, absolutely.
Perfect.
Yeah. I like Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, nothing.
Oh, I
Nothing
always liked Tobey
to Tom.
Maguire's Spider-Man.
Oh, same, yeah.
More
he's
than
the
Andrew
original.
Garfield. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But Tom Holland, he's killing it.
Yeah.
He just, oh my God.
I mean, I loved him in Civil War. He was only in it for like 10 minutes, but I was like,
that was my favorite part. That was my favorite part of Spider-Man. All the puns. He was fantastic. Spider-Man. He was awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. The I mean, even the title scene, like with Marvel Studios coming up, I was just like, I'm hyped. I'm already super hyped.
I was
movie.
in it. Started like even the opening crawl, just everything.
Yep. It
The
was
beginning,
pretty great.
it's not spoilery because you can like it was one of like the first 5 minutes before the film came out was where he's filming everything, doing like the webcam thing, just on his phone.
Oh man, that part was so good. I loved it.
The whole film is so good, and they set it up so well. They set up the villain really well. They give him a backstory, a motive for everything he does.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton. It plays the Vulture, which you've seen in the trailers.
Another Birdman.
Oh, but he did such a...
Oh, yeah.
Michael Keaton did a fantastic job. His acting was great. There were some good Easter eggs, some good nods to Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
The dude that played the Shocker, or he's like, you call yourself the Shocker, but everything's so good. The only thing it didn't have a love interest really for Spider-Man, but it had the one girl, which wasn't forefront in the film, which was really good.
Yeah,
Andrew Garfield had
Emma
Stone as played
Stacy,
Gwen Stacy, Spider-Man's very first love.
Right.
Spider-Man. That's the big tragic part. If you're a Spider-Man fan, you know, Green Goblin captures her, throws her off a bridge. Spider-Man saves her.
Save her. Well,
but
actually,
he saves her.
Yeah,
but in doing that, he didn't know the full extent of his powers and how everything went. So he stops her, but the whole free fall and the speed that she was falling at snaps her neck and kills her. Yeah. That's that big tragedy in Spider-Man's. The big first black mark, I guess.
See, I didn't even know that happened, and so I watched the first one. I was just like, "What? Dang it!"
Yeah, well, I don't. It doesn't happen in the movie. I waited for a long time for it to happen. I thought it was going to happen in The Amazing Spider-Man,
right?
But it didn't. But we're not talking about Amazing Spider-Man. We're talking about Homecoming,
right?
Homecoming's love interest.
Spider-Man.
It was, yeah. Tom Holland is the fucking Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And Michael Keaton is Batman and the Vulture. He is. He did it
Yeah.
It's so good. I mean, I can't stop saying that, but it is so good.
Definitely. Just go see it.
Yeah, go
That's
see
what
it.
we're saying. 10 out of 10. We'll see it.
Yeah.
We'll buy it.
I was making a joke that I walked out of the theater and I would probably turn right back around and see it again. Like, it is that good.
Yeah.
If Jake called me up or Deshae was like, "Hey, let's go see Spider," I would right now. In the middle of this, I'm like, podcast. This episode's over. It's done. I'm going. I'm gonna go see this movie again. That's how good it is.
Yeah, I completely agree.
But I mean, yeah, I have nothing like overall. My overall thoughts is good. Everyone did a fantastic job. Michael Keaton did a great acting job.
Yeah. I mean, even the supporting actors and actresses, they did a really good job. Teenage Angst was played so well.
Oh yeah,
it was great.
The Peter's friend Ned.
Yeah, Ned.
Great comic relief.
Yeah.
just
You can't say too much.
I
though,
know
'cause
it was just
they'll
great
jump
comic
into it.
relief. The whole running joke of the whole thing of Marissa Tomei being why is she so young and why she's so attractive as Aunt May. That whole running joke of everyone hits on her and calls her hot and stuff. It's there's no reason. There is no reason why it is so good.
Nope.
But it is. That's. I mean, there isn't.
Yeah.
Everyone did a great job. I enjoyed the whole way through. And there was one part where I got bored.
Yeah,
It started-
it started getting a little monotonous, and I was just like,
Yeah.
okay, like, come on.
Yeah. It started feeling a little long in the tooth, and I was like, come on, this is getting, I mean, a little old, a little boring, and it was slow for just maybe 5 minutes, maybe.
Yeah.
And then it picks right back up and doesn't let go.
Oh,
It doesn't stop.
No, 0 to 100 real fast.
Yeah.
Just keeps going.
It's everyone did. It's such a good fucking movie.
Yeah.
It's so good. I mean, it is. It's so good. It's all I can say. Go see it. Go see it. Go see it.
Grant's review is just in quotes so good.
Yeah. Like if you've seen the video of Jake and I playing Horizon Zero Dawn, and probably more than 70% of the time as we were playing the game, we were just like, God, this game looks good. But this movie is good. It's good. It's so good.
Yeah.
I can't really say much more than it was paced so well. It was shot good. All the background music was really good.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have any complaints other than that one spot. Other than the one spot, it gets a little slow.
Yeah, and like,
And that's it.
yeah.
I mean, that's it. So, okay, I just can't stop, and it's just spoilers.
Yeah.
We're going to get into it.
Jumping in.
Jumping into the spoilers. So, last call, final warning, spoilers right here, right now, and we probably won't stop to the end.
No.
So, if you're stopping here, check us out. It's on Twitter, Game Over Game On, Facebook, all that stuff. Go to GameOverGameOn.com. I'm just going to plug that stuff. The Go-Go Show on YouTube. And now we're in spoilers.
All right.
Okay.
Spoiler mode.
What do you want to say that's spoilery? You can go.
Spoilery.
I
Let's
feel like
see.
I've been talking a lot. So.
I mean, this is your show.
You're here for guest. I want your opinion.
All right.
You're here.
Let's see here. Spoilers. Oh dang. So I'll try to go chronologically, but my mind goes everywhere.
Yeah.
Really loved Vulture's backstory. I thought that was needed. Because I mean, he was kind of a jerk, from the trailers. Oh, and also the trailers.
Do not do this movie justice.
I thought
at
it
all.
was going to ruin this movie because usually trailers, they just give you all the major like action scenes, but like honestly, one of the biggest like spoilers, like, and I'll wait a little bit, but completely by surprise.
Oh,
Has
yeah, it
nothing to
took
do
me
with
yeah.
action. Like, just what the heck? It was so good.
Yeah.
So like the monotonous part was basically, well, like you said, it was it's just 5 minutes long, and it was going from the ferry to like
Yeah.
basically when it goes, just the big spoiler, and I'm trying my best not to give that one away. So like just going through the plot, I don't know like when it's set, but it's obviously after the first Avengers, and it's Vulture comes out of the alien tech that was in the first Avengers.
Yeah.
And
He was just some normal average
he-
Joe, had a construction company who had a
Yeah.
contract with the city.
right, originally, and then Tony Stark comes in. Well, excuse me, his like company. I can't remember what.
Well, they
it's
start the Department of.
called.
It's not Department of Defense. It's really stupid name.
Yeah, it's like I don't even know what. Yeah, but anyway, it's a Department of Defense of some sort, and they're like, "Yo, this is alien tech. We're taking over." And he's like, "I literally put my like everything on the line. I bought all these trucks and stuff for my company.
Remortgaged my house, all this other stuff. Yeah.
And they're just like, yeah, sorry about you. And so naturally he's ticked off, and who's to blame? Tony Stark. Thus
The rich people.
yeah.
There's some good allegory too in this.
Yeah,
Some good
absolutely.
social commentary also in the film.
Definitely. And so you fast forward 8 years later, and he is using alien tech to create like all these just super cool weapons.
Yeah, and sell them to people on the black markets and thugs who want to.
Who I guess
They're just everyday normal criminals,
yeah.
but they get this tech to do like rob banks and bigger crimes,
bigger
faster,
heists.
more efficient stuff.
Yeah. And so, shoot, what was I going to say? So, along with like the alien tech and everything that's going on, he's got this super badass wingsuit. Like from the very beginning, I was just like, this is amazing.
The Vulture is probably one of the coolest looking villains
Oh.
I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Especially in a Marvel movie. Usually the villains suck in Marvel films.
Yeah.
And like I said, they gave Vulture a backstory. He's just this angry middle class man who's tired of getting fucked by the rich guy, or the more powerful than he is.
Yeah.
So he sacrifices everything he has to try to get ahead, and then they just sweep everything out from underneath him. And he's tired of it. So he's like, I'm going to start making my money illegally.
Yeah. Well, and I forgot to mention the part. So like once Tony Stark took over like the alien tech or whatever, he just sought out every time that any of the department vehicles were around, and he would just steal all the crap.
Yeah.
And he would then sell it to the black market to all the thugs.
Yeah, and he would
heists.
he would steal the weapons, steal the tech, make weapons using the alien tech and our technology.
Right.
To create these weapons like gravity guns and all this other stuff.
Yeah, just really cool.
The weapons were awesome. Like the villains were so good. I loved the Vulture and I loved his crew.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, even his like Watson guy or whatever. Like he was making all the
his tech guy
tech stuff. Like it was so funny. He got like really giddy about like this anti-gravity gun or something like that, and it was just goofy. I liked it.
He throws it on the refrigerator and he just like pulls like a sandwich or a soda or something.
I thought it was a beer.
Yeah,
He throws it on the refrigerator.
Yeah, he throws it in the refrigerator, just reaches in like it's sitting right next to him, but he opens up like a portal, reaches inside it, and gets a beer out. And I'm just like, that. It's cool, dude.
Because why not? Why wouldn't you do that when you have the ability to? So yeah, I like the alien tech stuff. Getting more into like, I guess the Spider-Man persona. I loved it because they made him the neighbor.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Yeah,
exactly. Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
He's
That's what I was trying to
rescuing cats from trees, rescuing old ladies,
helping an old lady like with directions. It was really well done because I mean he's only 15 in this movie.
Yeah, I mean and I love the fact that they didn't do an origin story film at all.
No,
because it's been done so many times.
Yep.
And that goes back to one of my least favorite parts of Batman vs. Superman is that they do an origin story like in the very beginning of Batman vs. Superman, like the origin story of Batman. Like, really? Do you have to? Jeez. Like, they show, the funeral and everything and the murder of Bruce's parents and him falling down the well and all the bats and stuff. And they have like that weird dream sequence where he's floating up in a tunnel of bats. I'm like, this is why. I understand the symbolism, but it's fucking stupid. Yeah, you don't need to do that. Everyone knows the origin story of Batman. It's been played numerous times. A lot of people know, because in chronological order, I guess this is the 5th iteration of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, it is the 5th film. So you have the 3 Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans.
I guess it would be the 6th if you count Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 2, right?
It is the 6th. Yeah, it's the 6th iteration of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So you have the 3 Tobey Maguires, the 2 with Andrew Garfield,
2 with exactly.
and Tom Holland.
Yep. Which is, I mean,
it is the best.
Yeah. But Yeah, so like the first big heist that, well, I mean, the first heist, not heist, what am I saying? The first like mission was Civil War. And that's like the beginning part is when he's like videotaping him.
Yeah, videotaping.
In the fights. And I thought that was awesome. I thought that was so cool.
They ground his character so well. Like, it's literally like, hey, you're this young kid. You're a teenage kid who gets to fight alongside these super well-known these well-known superheroes like Iron Man and Hulk and Ant-Man.
Yep.
It just all these people. And you're just like this kid. And you're like, holy shit, these are my idols. And I get to meet them and fight them and punch them. And I'm like,
he constantly brags about stealing Captain America's shield, which, I mean, who wouldn't?
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I just got to give it to like the writers of this movie with just teenage angst out. It was just amazing.
It's really good.
It was so accurate to like, I mean, it wasn't that long ago for me. So it was just like looking in a mirror. It's like, yeah, I totally understand what you're going through, buddy. It's just, you know, you got to deal with it.
He's like the nerdy kid and he gets picked
on. The academic decathlon stuff.
Yeah, he gets picked on and stuff by Flash and they call him Penis Parker.
Penis Parker.
It's an awful name. Like, it's an awful nickname, but it's funny. And he likes the senior girl and
Liz.
Yeah, Liz.
We don't get her last name, do we? It's just Liz.
No, I don't know. But yeah, Liz is his love interest and everything.
Yeah.
And that's when the film starts falling apart with me. And towards the end of the second act, beginning of the third act, when they go to DC and all that other stuff.
Yeah. I was like, okay.
The comedy scene where he's
going on?
In the DOD or DDO or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's talking to Karen, the little computer in his suit. And he's like, he just like the monologues are really funny. It's funny. That was good. And then but he gets out and it's just, he's climbing up the thing and he's going to save his classmates.
Yeah. Which, I mean, that scene was pretty cool, but like leading up to that was just very much, you know, academic decathlon. It was literally you going.
That's when the pacing got a little rough. The pacing did get a little rough up to like he was in the vault and then it was the whole decathlon. He was trying to get a hold of Ned and like, hey, don't go
because the
little purple thing that they get is a bomb when it's exposed to radiation.
Yeah, what'd they call it? It wasn't just shiny thing. What was it?
I don't know.
Glowy thing? Maybe that was what the name was. I don't know. But the alien tech, if it's near radiation, turns into a bomb.
Yeah, exposed to radiation, it becomes a bomb.
And so he's like trying to get a hold of Ned and be like, yo, you have a bomb in your backpack. Like, don't go through the x-ray machine and all this stuff. And
of course he does.
Yeah, naturally. I mean, he couldn't get a hold of him. And so they go in the elevator and they're going up the, what do you call that thing? I'm struggling.
I didn't even know you could get up in it. Like I've seen it.
Either. I thought it was just a big.
The Lincoln Memorial. Right? No, not Lincoln Memorial. It's near the Lincoln Memorial. It's the big monument in DC. It's the big pillar. The big. I cannot remember
it's not the Pentagon.
No, it's a big monolith. That's what it is. It's just a big tower.
Regardless, it's a famous tower in DC. And so the bomb goes off and it basically blows the whole top part
of the elevator, and it's about to fall, and he's climbing it up, and
which I mean, it felt like you were right alongside him for that climb because he took forever, but that makes sense.
Yeah,
like it's a freaking huge tower.
Yeah, it's super tall and massive, and but that's on the pacing, and then after that, it's the whole ferry scene, and it got real dull there for a little bit. I was like, I'm tired of this.
It's
something
the same,
needs to change.
You know, it's the same old song and dance. Spider-Man using his super strength with his webs to try to hold a ship together. You know, like,
and then you see in the trailers, Iron Man comes, puts it back together, and then he loses his suit.
Yep. Yeah. Iron Man as the father figure is interesting.
Yeah, as Tony Stark.
Because I mean, he's a terrible dad. I'm going to be honest. He's not the best.
there's no Uncle Ben. I don't know in this universe.
Well, it sounded like they alluded to it kind of in the beginning whenever Ned was gonna tell everybody, because he was like,
Ned
dude,
Von
you're Spider-Man, like obviously we need to get the word out. And
Yeah.
and he's like, no, like I can't do that to Aunt May, not after all she's been through. And so I kind of saw
Yeah.
that as the Uncle Ben stuff, but it was never actually like brought to the
Yeah, but
attention or
everyone
anything like
knows.
that.
Everyone
Yeah.
knows like the origin story.
Yeah,
They didn't have to
exactly.
rehash it, which is great.
Yep.
They saved a lot of time not
Yeah,
having
the
to
one
do that.
like the one thing that they did, which I thought was, I loved Ned. Ned was so cool.
Yeah, he was great.
He just like asks all the questions in one go, and like in the high school, he's just like, so like, how far can your web shoot? And like asking all of these,
He's like, if I was you, I would just stand on the edge of the
Yeah.
building and
just shoot it and see how
just-
far it goes.
And it's funny because like the girl in front of them like turns around and like looks at him like, "What the hell are you all talking about?
Yeah.
Nasty, nasty."
Oh,
I
gosh.
just stay on the top of a building and just see how far I could shoot it. Like that's
Oh gosh,
that's gross.
Why would you go on the top of a building for that? Anyway,
Yeah, that's gross.
but the part, I mean, like that was the only
Can you shoot
origin
Venom?
story that you get. Yeah,
Could you shoot Venom out of
Can
your
you
teeth?
shoot Venom? Yeah, and then it talks about Tom Holland's getting bit by a spider. That's literally like the only origin story you
Yeah.
get, and it's like 30 seconds, and it's wonderful.
He's like, "What happens if I got bit?" He's like, "Ned, the spider's dead."
yeah.
He's like, "What did it hurt? What did it feel like?"
Yeah, and it just went through
Yeah,
a bunch of questions.
Yeah, in passing, like they
Yeah.
kind of fill in like the backstory. Just it's good.
Yeah, they don't like beat you over the head with it. I mean, it's
They don't have to.
no. I mean, it's been done
Yeah.
countless times. So I'm trying to think of what else I can say before like the big one.
So Peter Parker's love interest is Liz, and you find out, of course, that Michael Keaton's character is the Vulture,
right.
and it's third act, beginning of the third act, really sets
Yeah.
up the dominoes to the big main fight.
Right.
Is that Peter asks Liz to go to Homecoming, hence why it's called Spider-Man Homecoming, which I was just like, oh, okay, cool. That's why it's called that. That makes sense now. I'm like, why is it called Homecoming?
Yep.
So Peter and Liz, they go to Homecoming and everything, and they're getting the whole setup. Peter knocks on the door, and lo and behold, Michael Keaton opens up the door. And you're like, holy shit.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Holy
it
shit.
took me a little bit because it was like, oh, like Vulture's abducted Liz. And,
Yeah,
like
that's-
all that stuff. But then it's like, wait, no, holy no way.
Yeah. First of all, that's what my first thought was when he opened up the door. I was like, oh, he knows, the Vulture knows who he likes.
Right, and so it's
And-
gonna be like that.
Yeah,
you know,
kind of like
the
Green Goblin taking Mary
damsel in
Jane and all
distress, that kind of thing. Yeah.
that they've done every fucking Spider-Man,
Yeah.
every single one.
Yep. But nope.
No.
Nope. It's it.
Yeah, Michael Keaton's character, the Vulture, is Liz's father. So you're like,
And so the
Holy shit.
tension begins,
yeah,
and it's just Peter
It's so-
Parker.
it's so intense.
just absolutely terrified the whole time he's meeting Liz's parents because he knows, that it's the Vulture, and Liz probably just thinks that he's,
It's just being super awkward, and nervous. Like
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
just like all constantly staring at the Vulture, just
Right.
at the corner of his eye, and they're
Yeah.
like, "Oh, let's take pictures," and like cheese, and she's being all cute and stuff.
and he's just
like,
like,
"What
and
the
he's
world's
like,
going
he's
on?"
still staring at the Vulture while taking pictures.
Yeah.
But yeah, Michael Keaton, oh my gosh, I cannot.
he killed it.
It was
He good.
amazing.
He killed it.
It was fantastic. Like, played the dad role really great, which, I mean, I assume he is a dad. Like,
Yeah, I think in real life. Yeah.
yeah.
But they make his character so interesting. Like he was down and out middle class man who had nothing to lose, so he started doing illegal things to support his family, to feed his to
live.
live. Yeah, to live. So he became the villain. He became the Vulture. That's the whole backstory and why he does what he does.
Which I mean, it's kind of a pun in itself, like picking up the scraps of like what Tony Stark has.
Yeah. He has that good monologue of like it's just the rich. They're like we're always picking up their scraps. We're always eating their scraps, and they when you're rich and powerful, and they get all this other stuff. So
which I appreciated. I love puns, so
it's good. It's so. God, that movie's good. So good.
I'm not familiar with like Shocker. Is that a
Shocker is
the Spider-Man universe?
Yeah. And when they first showed the one guy who gets killed by accidentally, it's really funny. Accidentally by
I thought this was the gravity gun. No, that's like the incinerator. Oh.
Yeah. Accidentally gets killed, and he's like, you're Donald Glover's in it. In case that's like, so there's like the big deal. Peter Parker goes to the party. I know we're bouncing around the whole chronology. He goes to the party. He goes to this party.
We were pretty good for the first
because Ned's like, oh hey, Peter knows Spider-Man, and Flash being the piece of shit that he is, it's just like, oh really? You should come to Liz's party then.
Yeah. Well, and fun fact, it's the guy from Grand Budapest Hotel.
Yeah, I know. I was like. He looks
super familiar.
Yeah, I could not think of him.
It's the kid from him, So that was fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, and he ends up being the DJ at the party.
Yeah, DJ Flash. And you're like
the ghetto horn, just making a comeback.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they go to the party, and within
Spider-Man's supposed to show up and like, hey, where's Peter? How's it going, Ned?
Right.
Give him like a half bro hug and all, all that good stuff. But he sees a big explosion.
Yep.
Peter goes and looks for it, and then that's that whole like he goes to the field and he's just like sprays the web. It doesn't hit anything, so he's just like running across the golf course. And he's like, man, this sucks.
Also, I love how clumsy they made this Peter Parker.
Yeah, it's great.
It was fantastic because, like, with Tobey Maguire, it was like nerdy to just on top of it. I mean, like the Spidey senses,
like science-wise and stuff like that. Yeah,
and
but
so
he was super coordinated, like knew his powers.
Yeah.
Except
for like the first part where he's like, "Go lightning!" Or
go lightning, go or go web, go.
Yeah, go web,
fly. Yeah.
Oh, it's a great part. But yeah, it just seemed like he figured all of it out in one go. But with this Peter Parker, he's learning on the fly.
Yeah.
And then like even his suit, because it's Tony Stark, he like training wheels mode or something like that. And he goes off and unlocks, basically jailbreaks the Spidey suit.
And he has access to like 500 different types of web and has insta-kill mode.
Yeah, that was so good. Karen, stop with insta-kill. Karen, we kind of talked about it earlier.
Yeah, that's like, it's Spider-Man's
Jarvis.
Yeah.
Which I thought that was pretty cool.
It's funny. The whole, I laughed probably the most I've ever laughed in any Marvel film.
Yeah.
I was entertained the whole time. I was engrossed, engaged, everything about it. Like I was in just the whole time.
Yeah.
The whole time.
Well, and
for the first time ever.
Yeah. And the best part was that like 5 minutes of monotony totally, like, once you get that spoiler of the dad being the Vulture, you're just tense. It doesn't matter if he's just like chopping up, like, I don't know, carrots or whatever.
Yeah.
Like he's got a knife in his hand and there's Peter Parker and it's just like
Tom Holland is such a good actor. Like you can feel the tension. Like you can, and it's amazing.
Apparently the weather can't too.
Yeah. Like, you can feel that tension, and he's so good. Like he's such a good fucking actor. He's killing it. Michael Keaton, everyone did a great job. Everyone acted so good.
Absolutely.
But go back to the Shocker thing real quick.
Yeah.
When it originally shows the guy, like he has the jacket with the yellow sleeves and stuff, and they're all crossed and stuff. Very a big throwback to Spider-Man the animated series.
Okay.
From the 90s or 90s 2000s. The whole Spider-Man radioact, that theme song Spider-Man. So Shocker's in there.
Mm-hmm.
One of the guys, I think the first villain he fights in one of the very first episodes.
I got you. So is his superpower just like
he has
not superpower, but
he has
his
nothing.
villain
Like
power?
he was just like his normal generic just thug, and he gets the gloves that
Gotcha.
electrocutes.
Okay.
Hence the whole Shocker thing.
Which that was pretty cool. I like that. Whenever the first time that he sees it after like running away from Liz's party, the whole van scene, I thought that was great.
It's so funny. Like he's chasing it and he's getting drugged by and he's like, "Oh my butt!"
And he's getting thrown into the trash.
Yeah.
And like
hitting cars and stuff.
yeah, like I said, just a really clumsy guy, and I loved it because like, and I meant to say this earlier. Whenever Tobey Maguire turns Spider-Man, he's just always wearing the suit. Not Tom Holland's. Tom Holland's literally like takes off his school outfit or whatever, and like you see him just like struggling to throw everything
fumbling on, and he's like putting on the suit and stuff while he's trying to run down an alley. When he's mainly just like kind of stumbling and forcing one leg in, and God, this fucking movie, God.
Yeah,
God,
my sentiments exactly.
it's just so good. It's so good. There's no reason, like in the words of Greg Miller, there's no fucking reason why it is so fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
There literally is. That needs to be a line on the back of the box, like when it comes out to Blu-ray. Like that needs to be
no reason.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. There's no reason why it should be this good. Greg Miller. That's what it needs to say at the back of that box.
Yeah, absolutely.
It does. I mean, it's so.
The
Most interesting villain in Marvel history, period. They don't kind of just... He's there. They set him up from the beginning. Before they even set up Tom Holland.
Yeah.
Before they even set up Spider-Man, they set up the Vulture.
No, it was villain origin story. And then there was, like I said, 30 seconds of Tom Holland saying he got bit by a spider.
Yeah, there, you have that whole setup for the Vulture, and you see who the Vulture is, and you get attached to the Vulture. I was like, plus he looks so badass.
Oh my gosh. The first time that he falls through the ceiling with his wingsuit, oh man.
Yeah, it's so cool. Like, it has the jets and everything, and then he has the really cool like fighter pilot jacket on with the fur and stuff, and his helmet looks similar to a bird, but it's like a flight helmet, but it's full face.
He's got night vision, the green eyes. Yeah, just a super cool.
It's so
outfit. Cool. Trying to think. So like with the
whole van scene's really funny. That's when you introduce Donald Glover. They make fun, and even Donald Glover's character, which I don't remember what his name is in the film, but he's like, man, you need to get better at this whole like just superhero
interrogation mode of Karen was so good.
That's everything's. There's so many funny,
very low voice, and Tom Holland's trying to act tough.
Yeah, where are they? Where are they going to meet? But it's all robotic and really, it's no. Whoa, big boy, stop moving. Just Ned just hopping in the elevator, and it's so good. There's so many laughs. The best comedy. It literally was like watching. I've read numerous comic books or Spider-Man comics, and how Peter Parker just does all the quick has the quick wit,
yeah,
and he just says all the really funny like things, and Tom Holland nails it.
He does
time and time again in the film. Like it just hits it every time. The whole scene with the Avengers, like, oh hey, Thor.
I thought you were gonna be like
Iron Man. Why are you robbing this bank? You're a billionaire. You don't need this money.
Yeah.
It's so good. Like I can't. That's the kind of hit on the big spoilers. I don't want to give away the whole film.
Oh yeah.
It's really good. Watch it, please. It's
super.
And
good.
At the cool thing, I was skimmed through an article that one of the big dudes at Marvel said that Avengers 4, which I guess that's going to be the final Avengers movie because I know they split the Avengers film into two. But Avengers 4 is going to be the end of the 22 arc movie, like
Oh
this
my
whole cinematic
gosh.
universe, the whole
What
end.
the
That'll be the end of
heck?
it. Spider-Man: Homecoming is the start of a new one,
Huh.
so don't know where that's going to lead.
Interesting.
So I guess
I mean, I'm ready for another Tom Holland Spider-Man
Yeah.
movie, like right now.
in the end credits, there's 2 post-credit scenes.
Yeah.
It's Michael Keaton. It's the Vulture in jail, and he's talking to a dude, and he has a tattoo of the Scorpion, and he's all messed up and stuff. He's like, "Oh, it's courtesy of you. Wasn't you? It was the courtesy of
Your friendly neighborhood.
friendly
Spider-Man.
neighborhood Spider-Man." So I think they're setting up the joke, or setting up not
Scorpion.
the Joker, the Scorpion. Yeah, setting up Scorpion because of the tattoo. That's what I think they were doing.
Mhm.
And at the very end of it, it has
Captain
the-
America.
another-
Oh,
yeah.
we forgot to even mention those.
Yeah, there's a bunch of like really, really funny like PSA video
Yeah.
shot by
Captain
Captain
America.
America, and the whole thing. Just that the gym teacher's like, I actually think that this man's a war criminal now, and but whatever,
Whatever. You still have to watch.
you still have to watch these, and it's mandatory by the state.
Yeah.
So at the post credit, after everything's done, it's Captain America walks on. He's like, "Oh, number one, a student and a future Avenger, whatever needs is patience." And he's like, "It sucks to be sitting here and you wait all the way and it just for nothing."
Sometimes it just disappoints you.
Yeah. And then it just looks off camera and he's like, "Oh, how many more of these do I have to shoot?" Goes black screen and it says Spider-Man
will return.
Yeah, will return. Kind of like the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
So hopefully in 2 years we'll have another Spider-Man film, and I would be stoked.
Same.
And hopefully it's not gonna be this Venom film with Tom Hardy. I love Tom Hardy; he's a fantastic actor and he's a badass and all this other stuff. But hopefully that is its own standalone thing.
Mhm.
I know they've talked about it, and there's been this mixed rumors of what actually is going on, and blah 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 of how the Venom film's gonna be in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and then Disney Marvel's like, no, it's not. All this, there's some weird mixed messages, and yeah,
Yeah.
I'm stoked. If the next Marvel movies are coming out or anything like that, and the next big superhero movie that's coming out is, we've got Wonder Woman's done and Spider-Man done.
They set up Justice League.
It's Justice League. Justice League is the next superhero, and if it's compared to this, it's going to get destroyed.
Yeah.
It is going to get so destroyed.
More than likely.
It is. I hope they just look at Wonder Woman and what Wonder Woman's done, and then look at Justice League. Not Spider-Man: Homecoming was so good.
Yeah. I mean, there's no competition. Honestly, I'm sorry. It's just
There's
not.
nothing. No, it is the best Marvel film ever. Beats them all. Beats even the Sam Raimi stuff. Beats all the other Spider-Mans. Best Spider-Man movie. Best Marvel film. It destroys it. All of them, hands down. And if you ask me why, I cannot tell you. I cannot tell you. All I know is I was fully engaged the whole time.
Mhm.
2 hours flew by.
Yeah.
And like I said jokingly, that I would go see it again. Like immediately after watching it, I would go and watch it again.
Yeah. You want to go right now?
If the movie theater wasn't closed, I would. I would. So that's. I mean, you have anything else you want to? Final thoughts? Final closing?
No. Just go see it.
Yeah, go see it.
I mean, there's not much else to say. It's a fantastic movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's this.
Yeah.
It
There's
wants-
it just hands to the air.
I'm pretty
like,
sure everybody
what?
just after the movie was just like, why? It's just so good.
Just one more thing before the end.
Mhm.
As I was walking out of the theater and was walking to the car, there was 2 dudes behind me, and they're like, "Man, it was okay. Guardians of the Galaxy was better." To those guys, fuck you. Tell me why this Guardians of the Galaxy. I've seen Guardians of the Galaxy 2 and the first one. I like them both.
The thing is,
But Guardians of the Galaxy 2 was more of the same. This was completely
Yeah.
different from any Marvel
Yeah.
film ever.
yep, definitely. Well, and I think the biggest difference about this Marvel movie compared to all the other Marvel movies, and even Guardians, I love Guardians. I think it's fantastic. The thing is, I don't even remember the villain's name in the first movie, and then
He's
the
the
second
purple
movie,
dude.
I was just like, okay, it's goofy. It's this brain planet.
It's
you know?
Ego, the living planet. Yeah,
And spoilers
Star-Lord's
for
dad.
Guardians of the Galaxy, I guess, but just very forgettable. And you are only, I truly believe this, a superhero is only as good as its villain. And
yeah.
they set
That's
up
why
Vulture
people love Batman so
good.
much.
Oh yeah,
Because the Joker.
Joker.
Without the Joker, Batman has like weird ass villain like Clayface. Other than Hush, which is a really good villain, but you have Clayface and the Calendar Man, the Penguin. He's just a fat, mad old dude. I mean,
Yeah,
Catwoman,
Poison Ivy. I mean,
Poison Ivy's pretty cool. Bane's pretty cool, but
Yeah.
no
I
one
liked-
compares to the Joker,
No.
like the arch nemesis.
Yeah.
That's like Superman and Apocalypse.
Yeah,
Or not Apocalypse, but
which
Doomsday.
is interesting. So like, I'm wondering if Vulture is gonna. I mean, I genuinely think the Vulture is gonna come back.
Yeah.
Um,
Maybe they're going to finally set up that Sinister Six film eventually,
Hmm.
which would be awesome. Because they always teased it, and Andrew Garfield, they had it in the works to do it.
oh really?
And Andrew Garfield's like, man, guys, I don't really want to be Spider-Man anymore. So then that's when they brought in Tom Holland, and now Marvel's like, hey, we want Spider-Man
Mhm.
back.
Mhm.
And they're like, Sony's like, we have the rights to him, but we'll work together with you. And
Yeah. Thank God. Oh my gosh.
I was
Like
they
come on,
needed to,
Sony.
Marvel needs to get their hands back on Fantastic Four because that
Oh, yeah.
and X-Men, which I think the X-Men license did go up or they did lose it or something like that
really?
because Deadpool switched production companies. I remember that because Deadpool was part of the whole X-Men deal. That's why Fox published Deadpool.
Huh. Did not know that.
Yeah.
Fun fact. But yeah.
I'm pretty sure about that. If I'm wrong, tell me in the comments. I'm not exactly sure. I'm pulling this shit out of my ass. I mean, it's just things I've read and skimmed through and just heard on other podcasts, watched other YouTube videos. I'm pretty sure that Deadpool was part of the whole X-Men deal when Fox bought X-Men and Fantastic Four.
Right. It's going to be interesting because, like, I always thought Green Goblin was the arch nemesis to Spider-Man, but man,
I just think the way they
Good luck.
I think the way they set up Michael
luck to
Keaton
Green
in the
Goblin.
Vulture, they really did.
Yeah.
And I agree with you. I think that's one of the reasons why the movie is so good is because there's a villain that people can relate
relatable.
to that
Yeah.
has a backstory that's not just, hey, I'm a bad guy and I'm doing bad things because I'm just
I want
bad.
to. Yeah.
Like he has clear
motives.
motives for doing what he does.
Mhm.
And that's probably one reason why that movie is so good.
Yeah. Because I think the other villains are
Yeah, I mean,
Loki's fun, I guess, but I mean he's a god or a demigod. It's just like I don't want that, and so here's this relatable, down and out guy who's just like I'm tired of
grounded,
this.
this grounded villain.
Yeah,
I hope this if Spider-Man: Homecoming is any indication of what is to come from the Marvel movies. I thought that the Marvel films were just done. Like I was getting just bored and tired of superhero films. Nah.
not anymore.
I'm curious Black Panther, how that's going to be.
I'm super excited about that one.
I'm really interested in how that's going to play out because I really loved Ant-Man and I can't wait for Ant-Man and the Wasp. I know that's coming out at some point. But yeah, I'm really, really, really interested with how the Marvel Cinematic Universe is going to play out from now on.
Also, I mean, just kudos Stan Lee. My goodness, just
condolences from where his wife passed away.
Yeah,
She was 90. Was she 93 or 83? I don't know, but yes, thoughts, prayers, and stuff to you, man. I mean, that's
definitely.
unfortunately to get on that point and to end this, I don't want to end it on a depressing note like that.
Yeah.
But just go see Spider-Man. Go see it. Go see it.
Yeah.
If you're driving your car, just drive your car to the nearest theater. Drive it through the theater into the actual theater where the seats are, and people are gonna be like, why the fuck is there a car there? And like, I listened to Game Over Game On, and they told me to do this.
That's right. We're not going to pay for any damage.
No. And if you actually do that, you're just stupid. But enjoy the film.
Yeah.
And enjoy the cops that are going to show up, and they're going to be like, "Hey, what kind of drugs are you on?"
And just be.
And I can make a terrible
high
joke.
On Marvel.
I can make a terrible joke because it's Kentucky, and I'm just not going to because it didn't have anything to do with meth. It was going to be a real bad joke, and I'm not going to say anymore.
It was going to be a heroin joke.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was.
It was. Nope.
Yep. Just run away. Run away while you can, Grant.
Yes. Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening to another Go reviews of Spider-Man Homecoming. Hope you liked it. Hope you enjoyed it. Tell us what you think. If you've seen the movie, tell us what you think of it. I'm sure either you agree or disagree. Mm-hmm. If you think it's better than or less than Guardians, or Logan was better, because they also said Logan was better than and that fucking film's a snooze fest. That's my opinion.
Same.
So just tell us in the comments below. You can hit me up on Twitter. You can tell me I'm dead wrong. Brigadoon564. You can go to GameOverGameOn.com or GameOverGameOn on Twitter also. Just subscribe to the Go Show. Follow the Facebook. Go to that groups. Talk about it. You can discuss Spider-Man there. Do whatever you want to do. The group's there. I post stuff there sometimes. It's there to discuss and hang out and meet people, like-minded individuals who just like nerdy stuff. So, yeah. I'm Grant McClure, Brigadoon564. This is Austin Griffith. It's been an episode of the Go Reviews. See you guys. Love, peace, chicken grease, and all that jazz.
See ya.
Peace.